Welcome to Warrior Wednesday. It's this time of the week, Warrior Wednesday, and it is still in August. We're the third week of August. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And August is the eighth month of the year, and eight is a beautiful number, as I had mentioned in previous videos, because the number eight is the infinity sign number. It's also the number of abundance and endless possibilities. So it is an opportunity for you to create endless abundance in all areas of your life if you choose to. Hey Zapir, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. So if you're tuning in, tuning in here live, jump in and say, hey, what's going on? Hey, Mary, thanks for tuning in. If you're catching the replay, comment with hashtag replay so I can be like, yo, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. So, with that said, if we haven't met yet, just for new viewers, my name is Zena Solomon, and I'm here to lead you and inspire you in reinventing yourself and giving birth to your dreams. So you can live a life and business by design versus having a life and business by default. And in the process, you can create and be in alignment with your vision, values, and create endless possibilities for yourself. So, with that said, this week we're talking about are you resisting your greatness? And there are a few strategies for you on how you can close that gap for yourself in life and in business. So, first of all, if you're on here live and if you're catching the replay, who's excited? Who's excited to step into their greatness? Who's excited to live your fullest dreams, get into the space that you're here to do on this planet? So if you're excited, give me some hearts. Actually, give yourself some hearts and give yourself a hug because you're tuning in and you're giving yourself permission to be and step into your greatness. So let's do that. So my vision in life, just so you know, my vision for the world is to elevate humanity's consciousness and also to elevate the frequency of the planet so that we're healing the world and we're not in a space of, getting into wars and some crazy stuff that happens in the world. And so the background behind me creating this topic for this week about resisting your greatness is look at what's happening in the world. We're seeing violence, we're seeing shootings, we're seeing so many things that are not working, unfortunately, on this planet. And the reason that it's not working is because if you and everyone in humanity actually stepped in and embraced their true selves and embraced stepping into their highest purpose and their highest possibility and their greatness, we would create a world of peace, essentially. And so I'm committed that we create that world. And I also am creating this topic because I want to be a loving interruption to what's not working in life and what's not working in the world. And I'm okay with that. So if you don't like that, then hop off. I'm cool with it. And I'm so committed that people step up to their greatness because playing small sucks, right? So I want to say something about resistance. So if we look up the definition of resistance is opposing. It's using force in an opposite direction, right? And if you're in a space of being exhausted, if you're finding yourself feeling exhausted, feeling tired, that means you're actually resisting something in your life. You are actually resisting something. So it's an opportunity for you to check in and look at, well, what is it that I'm resisting in my life, and why am I so tired and exhausted, and what is this opportunity for me? So what you resist persists. We've all heard that. Hey Gary, thanks for tuning in. Hey Jeffrey, thanks for tuning in. So, we all know this, what you resist persists, right? And so look at what are you resisting? There might be an area in your life that you're resisting that is a great opportunity for you to have a breakthrough in. So, one thing I want to say is, one of the things that breaks my heart is when people actually are enrolled in them dimming their own lights. You know what I'm saying? They're actually standing for their smallness instead of standing for their greatness. So it breaks my heart. And how do I know this? So I know this because of their results, right? It's like people say they want stuff, but they actually end up not having the things that they want. And in my experience, many people's dreams die in a journal. So we all have journals where we write our dreams and things that we want and things that we're excited to create, but they end up dying in the journal because some people don't have the courage to actually pursue what they said they wanted. And it's because they're dimming their greatness and they're not stepping into their higher possibility. Hey, Peter. Hey, Tanya. Thanks for tuning in. And so I'm here to support you in having a breakthrough in resistance. Yeah, exactly, Zapier, exactly. And having a breakthrough in resistance and stepping into your higher calling and your higher possibility. So, hey, Laura, thanks for tuning in. So, if you want to read more about resistance, there's a great book called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. And he talks in depth about resistance and how you have a shadow life and you have like the real life that you were meant to live, but most people end up living their shadow lives because they don't like they have a conversation that doesn't work for them, so they end up not living and fulfilling their highest greatness because they're limiting themselves, right? And so there's a quote. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the book and you will know exactly what. It's a very quick read, by the way. So it's called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. So there is a quote by Marianne Williamson, and Marianne Williamson is a leader in the Course of Miracles, and she wrote a quote, and you can Google it because I'm not going to go through the whole quote. The quote is, "Our deepest fear is that we're not inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us." And then she continues on, and then she says, we're all meant to shine. We are all meant to shine. So if you want to see the whole quote, Google it and you'll see the full quote. It's amazing. It's powerful. Put it somewhere in front of you so you can remind yourself of how awesome and how great you are and how extraordinary you are. Because if you're tuning in, it means you are extraordinary. You are meant for something much bigger, all right? So here are some strategies for you to close the gap. So the first thing is for you to look into check in with your commitment level. So what is your commitment? Okay. So are you committed to being your best? Or are you committed to playing a big game? Are you committed to standing for your greatness or other people's greatness? Or are you committed to playing small? Like that's a choice. I can't coach you on being committed. You actually get to choose which direction you're committed to. So that's number one. So that's a first place you get to check in with yourself. Okay. That's number one. Number two, you get to choose to let go of limiting conversations. And what I mean by that is conversations like I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, whatever those conversations are, you get to notice them and interrupt them and just let them go. Like move on. Like life is too short. Okay. Number three, you want to rewrite your life script. Rewrite your life script. Okay. So you're the CEO, the president, the author, the executive producer, and the actor of your life. And you're also the script creator of your own life. So you get to choose, how are you going to write your script? What are you choosing with your script? Are you creating a script that's empowering you, empowering others? Or are you creating a script that is disempowering you and disempowering people around you? So that's number three. Number four, you want to surround yourself with people that see your highest possibility. You want to surround yourself with people that hold you very, very high. And you want to be around a championship team with people that are like, yes, you can do this, you got this. And they actually stretch you to go outside of your comfort zone and not be in your little cocoon or whatever you're in, right? And you don't want to be around people who buy into your bullshit. I'm sorry. Like if you're around people who buy into your bullshit, you're playing small and you're having them play small with you. Like that's not going to work, right? So that's an opportunity. Number five, you get to be focused. You also get to be hungry, fascinated, obsessed with what you're up to. And if you're not sure where your focus and attention goes, then look at where you're spending your time. Where are you spending your time? Are you spending your time in being obsessed about being resistant about doing stuff, or are you actually doing them, right? You get to be in a space of just do it. Okay. So that's that. So, those are your five, strategies. You can go back and re-listen to them. And here's your mission for this week. Your mission is to share one thing that you're resisting about yourself and what you're up to this year. I mean, before you know it, the year will be over. Before you know it, September is right around the corner. So what is one thing that you're resisting about yourself and your dreams? And what is one strategy that you're going to implement right now to interrupt that shit? So share so we can support you, and we can take you to that next level. And we'll see you next week on Warrior Wednesday, same time, same station, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific, and sayonara.